This is David NR9V with AllScan with a quick tutorial on how to change the mic adapter boards in the UCI200. On the bottom of the UCI200 we have a configuration sticker that shows which mic boards are currently configured. I have an order going out to a customer who will be using the UCI200 with an Alinco DR735T radio. And for that, he'll need the Alinco Icom mic adapter boards for the input mic jack and the output mic jack that goes to the radio. I don't have a 735T here to test, so when I assembled this UCI200, I tested it on a Yaesu FTM 300DR with an Alinco mic on the input. It's currently configured for an Alinco mic adapter board on the input and the Yaesu 6-pin mic adapter on the output. First thing we're going to do is take off the 4 screws on the front panel. And then if we push the back panel in, the top row, push that jack in a little bit, and that loosens that, and then both boards slide out. And you can now see that on the front input we've got the Alinco mic adapter board, and on the back output we have the Yaesu mic adapter board. So let's take off that Yaesu adapter board, and to do that use some thin needle nose pliers and just grab the board right from the middle and gently wiggle it back and forth a little bit and pull it straight up. And then in its place, we're going to put the other Alinco board with the arrow pointing towards the jack. And that slides on very easily. And now the input and output jacks are configured for Alinco mics and radios. Now let's take a look at the switch settings. On the front mic jack, we're going to set that to 5 volts, and the back jack is going to be set to no connection because we do not need to put any voltage going out to the radio. So these are set right. This particular customer may also be using this with a Yaesu FTM 400 in the future. So at that point, if he was going to switch out these mic adapter boards, he would take both these off, put in the Yaesu 6-pin mic adapter boards, and then in that case, the Yaesus require a different voltage, and so in that case we would set this to V out on the input jack, and then check that we had the right voltage on the mic V out adjustment pot here. I'll show you how to do that. Yaesu 6-pin radios require 9 volts on the mic jack. So what we'll do is plug in USB power and make sure that these boards are nicely separated so nothing shorts out. This just USB charger I'm plugging in to power the circuitry. And then we'll check the voltage with the front slide switch set to V out. And the output voltage is actually going to be across. The ground is the first pin here on the mic adapter board, and then the fifth connection is the supply voltage that goes to the mic. We're getting 9.45 volts, so we'll adjust that down to 9 volts, and 8.990 is good enough. So that's done. Unplug it. So at this point, if you were to switch out these two adapter boards with the Yaesu boards and set this to V out, you would have the 9 volts to power a Yaesu mic on the input. But we're shipping this with the Alinco board, so we're going to use 5 volts. So that's very easy to switch, because once you set this voltage for V out, you can switch to that or switch to 5 volts, which supports Alinco and ICOM microphones. Now we'll put the unit back together. We've got 2 grooves that hold the circuit board in the enclosure here, so I'm going to just kind of set the slide switches so they're in the front panel there, and then put each circuit board in the groove in the enclosure. And it just slides right in, and everything came through the back panel nice and snug. And then we'll update the markings on the bottom to indicate that this has Alinco ICOM configuration. And this is ready to ship.